Good morning. Welcome. Let me know you're here. How are you this morning? Feel free to share in the comments. I'm not sure whether I can see the comments or not. Send feedback. I'm seeing that one person is watching. If you could send me a comment, that would be great, so I can just see whether I'm receiving comments, whether I can, if anyone has questions, whether I can, I'm not sure that I can see them. Anyway, the contemplation question came up today was, what if I was good enough? So, good morning, Brent Gustafson Hemingway. Thank you so much for commenting. So now I know that we can have a conversation. So as I was saying, the contemplation that came up was, what if I was good enough? I think it came from a dream that I had this morning where I was in a new job, a new position, and it was a really fun, great, it was like some kind of like Google place. And but there was like lingo that everybody was using that I didn't understand. And then there were, I didn't know where things were. And so that made my project delayed. And so I figured that came from a place of wondering if I was good enough. And so I thought we'd do a contemplation on what if we were good enough. So we're going to begin. It says I had to look you up on Dancingstar Productions to log in. Okay, cool. All right, so starting with courage to change. And today is August 31st. I have often tried to change other people to suit my own desires. I knew what I needed, and if those needs weren't met, the problem was with the other person. I was looking for someone who would always be there for me, but who would not impose on me very much. I can relate to that. Looking back, it's almost as if I were looking for a pet rather than a human being. Naturally, this outlook put a strain on my relationships. In Al-Anon, I have learned that there's a difference between what I expect and what I need. No one person can be all things to me. Once again, I'm faced with examining my own attitudes. What do I expect? And is that expectation realistic? Do I respect other people's individuality, or only the parts that suit my fancy? Do I appreciate what I receive? Today's reminder: trying to change other people is futile, foolish, and certainly not loving. Today, instead of assuming that they are the problem, I can look at myself to see what needs changing within. Thomas Merton says, "The beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves and not to twist them to fit our own image." Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, because then we're always disappointed if we want to keep them in a certain box in our head, like you are this way, then, well, two things. We're always going to be surprised because they're never going to be exactly how we want them to be. And I guess the other thing is it's really not two things. It's one thing. We're going to either be happy, like pleasantly uh, surprised if we have low expectations and they exceed them, or if we have really high expectations for them, then they're going to always be disappointing us. So, can we be really present to just who they are and not trying to put them in a character or box? I know that can be challenging. We go from place to place and we cast people. We're like, okay, that's the villain. I'm the protagonist. And these people along the way, these are my allies. These are, my encumbrances. And this is what we're going to do to get over it. It's all a play. But if people don't do their part in the play, it's very difficult for directors. Okay. So, looking at resonate with stillness. This is the book. And this quote is from Guru Mai. It says, "It is always nice to be reminded of the truth. Never feel you know so much that you don't need anyone to remind you of anything. Keep yourself open. Teachings come from everything, from a small ant to a great elephant. So remain open to knowledge all the time." That feels in alignment with my dream. You know, I was in the dream, I was starting a new job, so it would make sense that I wouldn't know the lingo there and the where things were. But if you have humility and you can just go, okay, I don't know what I don't know, but I'm open to knowing. So the question is, what if we were good enough? Let's ask that question of Dancingstar. It's like my crystal ball. Oh, that's funny. I have a little crystal bowl over here. Okay. The Dalai Lama says, "My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness." Sweet. So, what if we were good enough? And then the answer is, if we can always be kind, the religion of kindness. What if we could be kind no matter what? Then would we feel good enough? If you knew that your intention was always coming from kindness. Contemplation. And then I'm going to do a Paramahansa Yogananda card. And this is going to be for Brent. Hope. Hope is the eternal light held aloft by the soul as man travels the pathway of incarnations to reach God. Never relinquish hope, for you would then have to wait miserably in darkness, unable to resume your journey toward the divine until you can choose to raise once again the searchlight of hope. Through meditation, you can permanently avoid the state of hopelessness. Seek happiness more and more in your mind and less in material things. Bring the living God of unalloyed joy to the altar of your heart and worship him there with the incense of your love. Realize that you and he are one. So let us meditate. Where's my, there it is. Okay. Can't find my little ringer. I'm going to use this instead. I hope it doesn't make a weird sound. Hmm. Hmm. It's a sweet sound. So closing your eyes, becoming present to the here and now, making sure that you're comfortable. You're in a position that you feel like you could stay in for a little while. Making sure that your back is supported. Taking a big breath and pretending that you've never meditated before in your life. And you're going to do this now for the first time. Breathing in and breathing out. Making the conscious choice to breathe. Taking something from involuntary to voluntary. I choose to bring in life. I choose to let go of life. We are constantly as old as we've ever been and as young as we will ever be. So we are constantly imbibing life, savoring life, and letting go of life. So take a deep, deep inhale, and then holding on to life, savoring it, and then letting go of it. Ready, and another one. And one more. I would imagine that that is the part of smoking that feels relaxing, the breath, holding and releasing. So becoming present to your body, the breath in your body, noticing how you naturally breathe, how your body just does it all on its own. Just noticing that. Noticing how your skin feels. Tuning in to that top layer. How does it feel to be in your skin today? And how do your joints feel? You can move your joints around a little, give them a squeeze or a stretch where they need. How are your muscles feeling? And then tuning into your thoughts. Hello, thoughts. How are you today? What are you thinking today? Just listening to your thoughts. I feel very lucky in that when I'm tuning into my thoughts, when I start meditation, at least today, all I hear is Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, because my body knows it's meditation time. So it's putting its mind chewing activity on constant replay. Om Namah Shivaya. The primordial sound, and then Nama, I honor, and then Shivaya, the aspect that is divine within and without. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You can pick something for yourself if you like. It can be an affirmation like all's well all the time, or I am fabulous, or we are all love. For me, it helps that my mantra is in a different language, so my mind cannot contradict it. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So letting that be on constant replay, then I just check into my heart, my belly, my feelings. How am I feeling today? Mm. I'm noticing that my heart is feeling really good. And then right above my solar plexus area, there's an area that feels a little, what's the word? Uneasy, fearful, um, yeah, anxious. I didn't know that before. So I'm just kind of rubbing it a little, patting it. Now I'm tuning into it. I'm just getting curious and breathing with that feeling. Ah, ah, mm. What my mind is getting from this is that things are going well right now, and that can create some fear because we're on a roller coaster ride. So if we're at the top, that means we may be going back down soon. So that's where there's a little bit of fear. Hmm. So I'm going to just allow that. I'm going to allow that in my body and just see it as a charge and not name it as a positive thing or a negative thing. It could be seen as excitement, it could be seen as fear. Whatever it is, it's a charge that's in my body. So I'm just going to accept it as good enough. Giving it a sound. Ah. being with it, accepting it. Hmm. That's the feeling that we have around the energy. So the energy or the charge has to do with our spirit, our energy. And then our attitude around it is our feeling and our personality. So I may name this as excitement, or I may name this as anxiety. I may name this as fear or anticipation. But the truth is, it is the same energy, just with these preconceptions projected onto it. So instead of labeling it and choosing a feeling for it, I'm just going to allow it to be what it is, just energy. So tuning in to the energy in our body, hoping I don't sneeze. Hmm. And just noticing the energy. What is our overall energy? What was it like when we woke up this morning? What is it like right now? Hmm. Are you feeling, are you sensing your energy is more extroverted or more introverted? Do you have a lot of energy or a little bit of energy? Is your energy chaotic or directed or equally poised in all directions? Is it flowing? If you had to pick an energy color today, what would your color be? And then see if it correlates with an energy center in your body. Does it correlate with your red root chakra, your orange sacral energy, your yellow will chakra in the solar plexus, your green heart energy, your blue throat chakra, energy of expression, your indigo, intuitive energy, your violet crown of light that extends to the heavens, becoming a white light that showers down into you energy all the way through those energy centers, down through the root chakra, all the way down as if your body is growing roots into Mother Earth, growing around the heart of Mother Earth, and absorbing the nutrients from Mother Earth. I'm noticing that my energy feels small, protective, and that's okay. Just allowing it to be. I'm noticing that my energy wants to be held. So I'm going to have my spirit be the messenger of this and carry my energy to my soul, which is my beloved, to be held. I'm going to put this shawl around me to just make me feel more comfy. And now I'm going to go to that place where there is no darkness or light, no happiness or sadness. There are no stories. Here, all is equanimity, equally poised in all directions. Here is the point of balance. Here, you and your beloved are one. The created and the creator, the wave and the ocean. Om. Here, your masculine and feminine energies are in complete balance. Because there is no this or that. This is where the grand we exists. Here is where we are connected to all. This is our soul. It's the aspect of us that was here before we were born and will be here after we die. Om. Mm. Here we are good enough because all just is. Om Namaha Shivaya. Om. Om. Here is the oasis that we get to rest in. Here we get to make a date with ourselves, our beloved, our higher power, God, Christ consciousness, Yahweh, the great mystery, the grand provider, the great nurturer. I have many names, but I am one. That which is beyond our limited perception. Here we experience oneness, wholeness. Mm. I feel like I could stay in here forever. And luckily, we get to bring this feeling with us. So imagining infusing your body with this energy, your mind with this energy, your emotions with this energy, your spirit with this energy. I'm going to open my eyes now. Sending you energy, sending you love and commitment to the big self, the supreme self, the self that is connected to all. Om. If you can, give that peace to others today. Share your good enough. And hopefully, others will know that they are good enough in your presence. Your authenticity invites their authenticity. With great love and respect, I honor you in your unique journey. It's going to be completely out of my box. Thank you for being a surprise. The light in me honors the light in you. Om Namah Shivaya. Sadgranad Maharaj Ki Jai. Hail to the bringer of the light. Om Shanti. Om. My little pencil.